Greetings, Sam No. My name is Luke Smith. I'm interested in purchasing the dark Burger King building in Omaha, Nebraska that you have listed on Crexy. I called you the other day. We were talking about it and sharing some notes. Thanks for answering the phone, and thanks for telling me about the building and the opportunity that you have here and the tenants that have left the building that um, I'd like to work with as well, work out a deal with those guys. But I'd like to find a different tenant to come into this building, a new tenant that wants the location, that could take off of this location, that loves the traffic that's happening at the McDonald's that's going across the street and the Taco Bell across the street. I've been studying their financials and studying their business, and they're both doing quite good business, the McDonald's and the Taco Bell that are right across from this property. I think a quick service restaurant that likes the double barrel drive through or the double order taken drive through that you got set up on this one, that's more inclined for the drive through and less for all the parking and dining, just a streamlined drive through with a skeletal staff like you were saying, could operate this thing pretty well. I've uh, I've bought and sold different properties all across the country. You can look at my little website, realvacantland.com, or my YouTube channel here, videos about hundreds of thousands of different properties I've worked on. And somewhere along the way, I started getting into commercial real estate, looking for housing, more properties to put houses on. And I started noticing that those properties are worth a lot more than putting a house on them. And every now and then I'd get a property next to a McDonald's or across the street from a McDonald's, something like this property, but it was vacant land. And I was trying to buy housing property and I got these kinds of properties. And I said, what the heck do I do with this? I know it's worth more. So I spent a bunch of time and energy trying to figure out who goes on these properties, and calling them and reaching out to them and mailing them and sending them letters. I sent thousands and thousands of letters. It's one of my favorite ways to access some of these people, the decision makers on these kinds of deals. And I've talked to them. I answer the phone. I talk to them, and I say, "What do you want? What are you looking for? Does this property work? And maybe a different one works better." And I sell it to them, or I finance it to make it happen for them, and do it deal after deal. And over time, it started becoming more clear that we could do that with vacant buildings instead of just vacant land. So I'm coming from a land background, but I'm very interested in doing this with vacant buildings. I can take the vacant buildings to the same guys that I sell land to and say, "Here's one for you." I can change the colors. I can change the kitchen. I can change what needs changing to get you in here. I can grab them by the ear, drag them over here, say, "Here's your next shop. This is it." And I know who I want to reach out to on this one in this building and do that to, finance them. And so I'd like to do that. At the same time, I'd like to talk to the tenant that's left the building and work out a settlement agreement. So I'm sending you an offer to purchase this that's contingent upon working out a settlement agreement with a tenant and finding a new tenant, getting a new tenant that wants to go here. When I get those lined up, I would like to pay for it. I'd like to close the thing. There's proof of funds included in my offer to be able to pay for it and run with it. And so in light of that, I'm asking for some time to do that. It's a dance. I'd like to go run and call and reach out and pull those people in and make it happen as best of my ability. I'll put my heart and soul into it and go run with it and and get a new tenant for this building. So if you're willing to do that, take a look at my offer. I'm asking for some time, and I'd like to do that to find a new tenant to put in here, negotiate a deal with the current tenant, and make everybody happy. So if that's agreeable with you, take a look at my offer, and let's see if we can move forward. I'd like to get this going and work on a new tenant as soon as possible. Again, Luke Smith. My contact information is enclosed with this video, with the offer that's coming along with this video, and proof of funds to be able to pay for it. Thank you. Thanks for listening.